Today I'm back with another video for you, and today I want to create a recipe journal. I used to have this moleskin recipe journal, but somehow I felt too restricted by, let me show you a page, an empty one if possible, by these squares. I felt like I couldn't have more ingredients than I could write in this little square over here, and the preparation, well, sometimes a recipe takes more than a few steps, and I just couldn't fit everything on these pages. Then I didn't like how some pens turned out on the pages. Like I have a little drawing of an eggplant, and they just didn't blend nicely. Sometimes I don't like my handwriting. Sometimes I had to go over mistakes with this, this correction tape. Yeah, I started hating it. End of story. Then the other point was that it only has space for food recipes on, like, this is page number 104 and I think it starts on page 16. Yeah, so it only has about 88 pages for food recipes, and then they start with cocktail recipes or cocktail recipe pages. Now we love having a cocktail from time to time, but yeah, not that many. And then they just have these note pages over here. Yeah, it's when I have a notebook, I want it to be consistent and to have the same pages or matching pages all the way through. So what I came up with is I saw these MD notebooks on Instagram and online, and I thought I'd try them out. So this is an MD Midori brand notebook. Just the regular kind with blank pages. I like how smooth the paper is, and I thought that might be a nice option. On here I drew my Aga oven that I kindly got from my husband as we moved into our new house. Mine is black, but I wanted it to be red in here. So I had my beautiful Aga oven in my journal. And then I started thinking about how many pages the thing has. One of these MD journals has 176, I think, pages. And then I started counting. That made 88 spreads. That might be too little for my recipe collection. So what I did was I glued two of the MD notebooks together. I did use the Aleene's tacky glue for that. And then disasters started happening yesterday. I actually wanted to film the whole process of creating this recipe journal, but I had a little accident with my glue. Now I had the bigger bottle of this one as well. And I don't know, something must have happened with the plastic of the bottle, because as I was trying to squeeze the glue out, the bottle simply cracked open, and I had a whole lot of mess of glue everywhere. This is what is left of the other bottle. I luckily had this jar on hand and just scraped everything I could into this little jar. Yeah, so I forgot to turn the camera on because of that whole glue disaster. Now I have this notebook here, and I'm planning on decorating it. I have a huge stash of paper that I haven't used. I am guilty of being a paper hoarder. I buy papers, I love those papers, I look at them, but I never use them because I'm afraid of not liking the project I do with them, or screwing up, or yeah, stuff like that. Okay, so is that paper crafting anxiety? I don't know. Has anyone else experienced that? Then please leave me a comment. and tell me what you've done about it. So I want to cover the spine, and I found, where is it? Over here. I found this ribbon in my stash, and I thought about covering the spine with this ribbon, but I will not glue that ribbon onto the spine part. I'm only gonna fasten it on the front and back. So I wanna paint this spine black just to have it covered, and I don't want the white part showing when the book is open. So let's quickly do that. I have over here the Dilutions acrylic paint. Let me put something underneath that jar. I'm a messy crafter, so I don't want any more accidents happening, and at least not during this project. Well, actually, who wants an accident happening when you're crafting, right? So I'm just quickly gonna paint that, and as soon as the paint is dry, I'm gonna be back. So I'm back. My paint is now dry. Of course, I somehow stuck my finger into the paint and made all these spots on the cover and on the back cover, but no problem because that's going to be covered in paper later. So I have my ribbon here, and lengthwise I have it measured out, kind of. Yeah, so the first thing I'm going to do is stick these pieces down, and they'll be tucked away later because they're going to be on the inside. I want the seam to look nice and finished in the end, and of course this looks better than if I just have the end of the ribbon like that. So I have my double-sided tape here. And I'm just gonna put it down onto my ribbon like that. Okay, now let me just cut that piece off, it's a bit long here. Or actually, let's cut it like that. Then I'm gonna pull the backing off the tape and just fold it over. See that the edges are straight. Pretty good. Okay. Yeah. And now I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Get that off and fold it over. Okay. So then I thought about how I wanted to fix this ribbon onto the spine, and I thought about sewing it, but you know, sewing through this chipboard, I don't have a sewing machine, so sewing through this chipboard might be quite hard. So I thought I wanted to staple it with my long arm stapler. But first of all, I mean, I want to have the pattern nicely centered, of course. So first of all, I'm gonna glue or stick those side pieces down with my double-sided tape. So just let me run some of that tape down here. Like that. Okay. And the same on the other side. So now I can see better when it's lying this way around. Like that. Okay. So I got my tape down. Now let me take that backing off, like that. Just on one side for now. Let me see. Okay, so this is the top. I want my ribbon to go this way or that way. No, this way. This way. Okay, so I'm gonna center the pattern. I want it nice and straight, and I just press down, oops, like so. And up here I'm again centering the pattern on the spine, or on the place where the two spines meet, and press down. Now I'm gonna lay it flat and hope that the whole thing is gonna be straight in the end. Yeah, kind of. Okay. Let's see how it looks if we hold it down. Pretty good. I think I'm okay with that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna pull that off and fold my ribbon over. I'm gonna pull it tight like that so that I have a nice and beautiful spine like that. Okay. And when it opens, the spine folds. Beautiful. I like that. Now this was really something I have never tried out before, so I'm pretty happy with that. So now I'm gonna staple along the edge over here. For that I'm gonna take my longhand stapler, and now I hope I'm not sliding off camera. So, and like this I can just reach the edge, and that didn't go too well. Didn't go through on both sides, so let me just pull that one out and try again. Like I said before, I've never tried this. I've never tried stapling along the binding of a book, so okay, that one worked out. Then trying to get in as many as I can, just because I want to have that durable. Don't want that ribbon to tear off eventually.